Former WSU head coach Mike Leach is face-to-face with a lawsuit.
And Washington hospitals are filling up fast. What you need to know next.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Will Wixie.
And I'm Sana Porter. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
A judge has ruled a former WSU football player is entitled to his damages in his 2018 lawsuit against former head coach Mike Leach and other WSU officials after the State Court of Appeals overturned a previous dismissal. Leach kicked former defensive back Zaire Webb off the football team after Webb and another teammate were arrested for allegedly shoplifting from Walmart. Prosecutors eventually dropped the charges, but Leach upheld the decision to revoke his scholarship. Webb argued Leach had inconsistently applied his 3 deadly sins expulsion policy against Webb, but not for other players. The trial is currently set for November.
Washington is facing its worst COVID wave since the pandemic began. Nearly 1,700 patients are currently hospitalized with COVID, up from 350 in June and early July. More than 95% of hospitalized patients are unvaccinated. Hospitals are canceling necessary surgeries and are taking longer to care for patients with heart attacks and strokes because COVID patients are taking up so many beds.
Due to a high demand for COVID-19 testing sites in Whitman County, the Pullman Regional Hospital is planning to provide a centralized COVID-19 testing center. The Delta variant continues to overwhelm local health providers, and according to the Whitman County Public Health Director, Chris Skidmore, the hospital's plan is to get the center ready for service in 2 weeks. The county has reported 37 new cases over the weekend, with no COVID deaths or hospitalizations on Monday. However, there has been a total of 5,092 cases, 55 deaths, and 158 hospitalizations.
Over 1,000 protesters gathered in Boise Monday during President Joe Biden's visit to Idaho. Biden visited Boise to discuss wildfires in Idaho and neighboring states, with many happy to see the president in town, but not everyone, according to reporters at the scene. Specifically with KTVB, protesters took to the streets to show their disappointment in the president's recent decisions, from Afghanistan to mask mandates. Many people carried explicit signs, chanted that Trump won the 2020 election, or waved U.S. flags upside down as a signal of distress.
According to Moscow Pullman Daily News, masks are now required to be worn inside Latah County facilities. County Commissioner voted Monday to pass this mandate, which began today. However, the new mask requirement will not extend to Latah County Fair that kicks off this weekend. Masks are encouraged for everyone visiting the fair, which starts this Thursday, the 16th, and ends Sunday, the 19th.
Dozens of Washington state workers have filed a lawsuit against Governor Jay Inslee in response to the state's vaccine mandate. The case was filed in Walla Walla on Friday. Inslee announced that the vaccine mandate goes for most state employees and healthcare workers. He later added educators. The governor's office says they will respond in court.
The city of Moscow has suspended its in-person utility billing service. The announcement came after many staff and its finance department contracted the virus. Billing payments made by checks this week will experience a short delay in their deposit. The city plans to resume in-person service as soon as possible. However, the suspension will remain in effect throughout this week. The public can reach them for any billing issues through contact information seen on this screen.
The Pullman City Council began discussing proposals for a new police and fire station during their meeting Tuesday night. The proposal came after inspection of Pullman's current police station, being 30 years old and in need of over $1 million in repairs. Pullman City Council plans to hold a public hearing for the city's long-term capital improvement plan soon.
Pullman police had a busy weekend as they responded to 114 calls for service between Friday and Monday morning. Pullman police arrested 2 people under suspicion of driving under the influence on Saturday. WSU police also made DUI arrests on Saturday after the football game. Pullman PD Assistant Chief Steve Hansen said they had a normal weekend, likely because of the smaller crowd at the football game. And gunshots were reported on Saturday night at a party located on the Hills on Grand. Pullman Police Department Sergeant Greg Umbright says that there are no leads as to who fired those shots.
According to WSU Insider, the cultural and heritage houses alongside campus are going up for sale after nearly 50 years of use. In each house this place, the Division of Student Affairs will be opening a new cultural and affinity center. The overall goal here is to build stronger connections among the cultural spaces on campus, at the same time keeping the legacy of the houses intact. That legacy is to make sure all WSU students feel at home.
Now, I don't know if I'm hearing this right, but Stubby's is coming back?
And how long is this Pullman sun going to last? We have the details coming up on Murrow News 8.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Well, you heard me right, folks. Stubby's is coming back. After closing their doors permanently back in August of 2020, a recent Twitter post suggests the famous Pullman Bar and Grill may be coming back. Stubblefields posted the caption, "New spot, same me," on Twitter yesterday, along with a short video that suggests the Stubby's return will be hopefully soon. The Moscow Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center is hosting the inaugural Mosktoberfest celebration. This is the first time the Chamber is hosting the event on Main Street. Mosktoberfest will feature food, beer, and wine from local vendors and live music. The event will take place on Saturday, October 2nd from 4 to 8 p.m. The event is open for all ages and free to attend. Well, we saw a little bit of rain this Friday. However, the rest of the week is looking pretty nice. What do you say, Henry?
Well, I will tell you today has been great. Today has been about 76 degrees in Pullman, and about 5 to 10 mile-an-hour winds been blowing through, just making it feel really nice. But the real story is what's coming tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be about 70 degrees, which is going to make it feel really nice. But at night, it is going to drop down to 30 degrees. The first time it's dipped below freezing in a very long time. So you might want to go find your jackets out of your closet and make sure you're ready for tomorrow. Now, if we take a look at the rest of the state out in Pullman, up in Seattle, we're going to have a nice 69 to 54 high temperature low there. Seattle's going to be rain. Olympia is also going to get some of that rain later, as they have a 30% chance of rain in the afternoon. Out in Yakima has a high of 80, but there is a lot of haze in that area from the smoke and fires around them. Tri-Cities is at 82 and a low of 61. And then heading over, looking at Spokane, relatively the same, about as Pullman, 73, 53, feeling kind of nice in the area. But now if we take a look at this 5-day forecast on the screen, you will see that this rain is not going to stay around much. I mean, the sun is not going to stay around that much longer. Wednesday, after that 30-degree dip, it is going to stay cool, 66 on Tuesday, and then raining all throughout the weekend. So if you really wanted a dry CFS, tough luck, you're not going to have it. Well, Sonia, back to you guys.
Thanks, Henry. Well, how about them Hawks?
And how about those Cook soccer stars? Aspen Trumpet got your sports stories next.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose.
Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
The WSU women's soccer team got off to a hot start and finished strong as the Cougars beat the Kansas Jayhawks 3-1 in a non-conference game Sunday. WSU coach Todd Schollenberger says it was a nice bounce back after their loss to Seattle University last Thursday. The next Coug soccer match is this Thursday at Denver. Over at the University of Idaho, the women's soccer team came away with a non-conference win against the Nevada Wolfpack. The next Vandals soccer match is this Thursday as well against California Baptist at home. Seattle Mariners outfielder Mitch Haniger follows through on a 3-run go-ahead home run against the Boston Red Sox during the 7th inning of a baseball game yesterday in Seattle. Normally one to keep his emotions in check, Haniger couldn't stop from pumping his fists and screaming as he rounded first base. He knew the importance of what his 33rd home run meant at this time of the year. The Mariners held on for a 5-4 win over the Red Sox Monday night. And how about them Seahawks? Russell Wilson took the Hawks to a win against the Indianapolis Colts. Wilson found open receivers, converted third downs, and took the advantage of a solid ground game by making big plays. Wilson threw 3 of his 4 touchdown passes in the first half. Seattle's defense clamped down in the second half as the Seahawks pulled away for a 26-16 season opening victory in Indianapolis. Wilson says, "We were all working together. It's a beautiful thing, and it was a great game Sunday night." Seattle has been chosen the host the Major League Baseball's All-Star Game in 2023. Plans for the All-Star Game and Home Run Derby to return to T-Mobile Park are being finalized. The last time these events were hosted in Seattle were in 2001 when the stadium was last known as Safeco Field. The MLB has 2 future All-Star sites on the books already, Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles and next year, and Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia during the 2026 season. The league moved the 2021 All-Star Game from Atlanta to Denver following Georgia's adoption of new voting rights.
Thank you, Aspen. We've got more wildlife than just bears and cows, apparently.
And what animal was seen roaming the streets of Pullman? Find out after this short break.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments, some that may never repeat,
Come on.
or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this pattern, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
There's a moose on the loose in the Palouse. According to the Pullman Police Department, officers blocked roads on the Northeast Hill last night as around 100 people chased the moose on foot or by vehicle. If you see this furry yet very large friend of ours, please make sure to stay clear and respect the animal's space. Moose are very beautiful creatures, but definitely should be admired from a distance, as they can also be very dangerous.
Goodbye and have a great night.